let's just okay, anyway. So that means that cannabis is expensive.
We acknowledge Treaty 6 territory, the traditional and ancestral territory of the Cree, Dean, Blackfoot, Saulteaux, and Nakota Sioux. We acknowledge that this territory is home to the Métis settlements and the Métis Nations of Alberta, Regions 2, 3, and 4 within the historical Northwest Métis homeland.
We acknowledge the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit who have lived in and cared for these lands for generations. We are grateful for the traditional knowledge keepers and elders who are still with us today and those who have gone before us. We make this acknowledgement as an act of reconciliation and gratitude to those whose territory we reside on or are visiting.
Good morning! Good morning and welcome to Lifted Mornings, our very first back-to-back weekly episode. So thank you for joining us. As always, we're a cannabis-friendly show made for above the age of majority. Let's get things started with cannabis news.
New research suggests humans are not the only ones who get the munchies, my friends.
A University of Oregon study has found that nematodes, which are known as roundworms, also get the munchies.
Who would have thought that roundworms would get hungry? But seriously, a scientist over at the University of Oregon?
Yep. Soaked the roundworms in a naturally occurring THC substance and then realized that they ate more bacteria that they prefer at a faster rate.
So similar to humans who may get food cravings after ingesting certain strains of cannabis, Sean Lockerty, a professor at the University Institute of Neuroscience, led the study and also found out ringworms. They get munchies too. Not all bacteria are created equally, though. Nematoids' point of view, some of them are sort of like pizza to worms, and others are like oatmeal. So they also found during this study that while it gave them the munchies, it also gave them a preference to the more tasty bacteria, whereas before they'd eat, whatever's there. Now they're like, oh, that one's better. That one's some candy over there.
The findings could bring some insight into the human endocannabinoid system, which is surprisingly similar, it says, to one found in roundworms.
Who knew? I prefer being compared to a pig than a roundworm. I'm not going to lie. I mean, it is good, though, because it gave them more information when it comes to the body's response as mood, appetite, pain, and even inflammation through the roundworms. So they're moving on, Lockerty and his team, and they're going to now study psychedelics on worms.
Well, I mean,
to see the comparison there. So that's kind of exciting. I mean, gross that it's roundworms, but cool nonetheless. We're advancing our research. We're getting somewhere. Good morning, everyone who's joining in.
And it's about time. It's about time they do this research.
Okay, but early results from the psychedelic, because they already, they dabbled right in there. Like, let's jump over, are showing, as to be expected, decreased appetite, increased locomotion. I just love that they use the word locomotion. I almost wanted to pop a song in there, so you're welcome. I did it, you guys.
So the same results were shown in the study of rodents as well. So I'm really excited to hear what comes back from there.
Yeah.
Where when they were testing the psychedelics,
look, I had a whole little video for that. We'll just run through that quickly. Look at
when they were testing the psychedelics, they did notice that the appetite was decreased. And they were moving around more.
So now you know, guys.
I had no idea roundworms were exactly like this in every way. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was news to me this morning. All right, so let's jump right into our next one. A Philadelphia pizzeria is officially dry Queens Village Pizzeria was extinguished because they were putting cannabis in their food and beverages.
So they got shut down after a joint inspection was conducted by the city's licensee and inspection by the health department. Friday evening, they found Stoned Pizzeria, a New York-based pizza chain that opened earlier in May, lacked a business license and health certificate.
Yeah. And
That's kind of important, guys. This
Yeah.
is like the main paperwork we need.
I mean, you can have a restaurant, but you still need the things. So 3 uniformed officers actually came and accompanied the inspectors. I think maybe that was a little overkill. But nonetheless, they made sure they had presence.
Like Stone Pizza didn't really let them in at first. They had some security guards out there. There was black curtains, like you couldn't really see in.
And then they let them in and they just kept going. They're fulfilling orders while they're doing their inspection.
But they ended up seeing them fulfill an order that included a pre-roll.
For 1 gram.
And the
restaurant was instructed to cease operation 6:35 last Friday, you guys.
So some conflicting information is making this story a little bit hazy at the end here because like they have locations that have been running already. This
in
is
New York, but also this is a legacy market. So this has been running, the New York one, since 2017 by founder Chef Chris Barrett, aka the Pizza Pusher.
Oh yes, the Pizza Pusher.
I just had to say
Check him out on social media, you guys. The Pizza Pusher.
He was at the end of that clip too. He's self-proclaimed and he's actually like very well known in the New York, Philadelphia area.
Man, if I could order some doobies with some pizza, like I'm there.
It would be cool. But at the same
aside,
time,
Domino's.
when we're pushing regulation, we have to make sure we have our backing. So.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Paperwork.
All right. This one is super cute because Farmgate.
Dun, dun, dun.
So there's actually 3 of these. I didn't realize, but Cannabis Farmgate opened in Rexton, New Brunswick, you guys. If you don't know about this, Eco Canadian Organic Inc. is a health licensed cultivator and processor and has just announced their Farmgate store as a trading post.
This is wild. This is absolutely wild, which is going to be located in a new standalone building where they plan to send eco-cannabis accessories and non-cannabis accessories.
In addition to also offering other locally grown New Brunswick products, cannabis, accessories. It's so cute. They're trying to, like, we have these winery tours, we have brewery tours. So that's their goal. But jumping the hoops and staying on point so that they're not getting, like, this is big. The government's recognizing it. Good morning, McVie.
Like, their mission is to provide safe access to high-quality lab-tested organic cannabis. But CEO Denise Hene said, with exciting growth in the industry to expand Farmgate into the province of New Brunswick, Eco now can invest in creating a consumer-focused experience that goes outside of the traditional retail transaction. Shout out to Denise Hene putting in the work over there. New Brunswick is in the news last week too. Like, they're moving forward.
They're popping off. And so this isn't the first location. This is actually one of 3, you guys. So it is very unique. It incorporated their vision of connecting the New Brunswick Trail to a Farmgate system, so you don't have to drive there. You can also, they have like some unique quad and walking trails. You could take your ATV and go there, so that's cool. What can you get there that you wouldn't expect? Everything. You can get everything. Clones, seeds. Anything you need for your little
hands-on educational workshops for people like me that have no idea how to grow cannabis, but I would love to.
Facility tours, vegetative plants, products, accessories. Like it's a dream, guys. It's the dream.
Hene says the Farmgate model will allow for her to showcase her state-of-the-art facility, create brand awareness through tourism, as well as providing educational tours and workshops.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again for the ones in the back? What was that?
Create brand awareness through tourism.
Oh!
Yes.
Okay, so this is huge. We're recognizing across the board. It's happening, you guys. It's happening. All right. So her vision is to help alleviate the stigma and the fear surrounding cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about that later in Grinding the Beans because we got some alleviating to do of the stigma. But back to the news. By providing this educational, safe, responsible approach on consumption, they're seeing such a beautiful result, you guys. We need more of that.
She does go on and continue to explain, now that the cannabis industry is showing tourism growth, we want to continue working with the governing bodies to align ourselves with the same experience the wineries and breweries currently offer.
Except better.
I would like to see it better. I would like, it's not comparable, but I would like to see it better.
Okay. So back in the news this week, again, not only New Brunswick, but Tober Rolling, guys. They had an exciting announcement. They've recently partnered with Heritage Cannabis to maximize product distribution in Manitoba. So Toba Rolling, if you don't know, is currently the lead distributor of cannabis within the province, supplying every store in Manitoba with the fastest delivery and personal touch.
Which is wild. Every single store.
Man, I felt like I could have been advertising for them.
You
right
could have
there.
been Toba Rolling.
No
We're
big
not
deal.
paid by Toba Rolling.
I mean, if they want to, I'm here.
Heritage has partnered with Toba Rolling to increase the sales and momentum for heritage products in the Manitoba market, while lowering the overall cost of shipping and administration associated with distribution of products. Heritage Cannabis also offers innovative products to the medicinal and recreational legal market in Canada and the USA. So their products are featured under brands such as Pure Pharma, Pure Vita, Rad, which I have dabs right now. I've been smoking a Rad. I love Rad.
Premium 5, Thrifty, Adults Only, Feel Good. What's the name of you? Those are them, guys.
Yeah. So, like, should we talk? It's also Manitoba over here. Manitoba and New Brunswick, you guys have been making moves this last couple weeks here.
And also exciting,
there's breaking news.
Okay, so let's roll into the breaking news in 1 second.
Okay,
because also 2 breaking newses. Manitoba, they accepted they put in that they didn't want to be, I can't think of the word now that I'm doing this.
On the spot, should we loop around back to it?
I want to say appeal, but it's not appeal. They put in a new claim that they don't want to have the Quebec decision have weight on their case, and it was accepted, so they get to argue that point. So shout out to them. Curtis Tusaw is going to be at Grow Up, so I can't wait to talk to him, honestly. I'm going to be like,
who's Curtis Tusaw? Well, explain.
For those of us who don't know, he is one of the lawyers representing them in this case.
Yes.
He has been in the cannabis industry.
For what?
For the 4 plants, because
for the 4 plants.
Quebec, remember, there was more the growing, and they didn't want that, and they got that. So you can't grow.
Right.
The federal government ain't stepping in there.
And then Manitoba.
But Manitoba, they want to grow the 4 plants, but not only that, it's because of the fines. Like we said this a couple times now.
And they're expensive.
They're expensive, and the criminal charges that come along with it. So they want that taken away. Yeah. They want to be able to have their 4 plants. So that is huge. Also huge. Okay. Shout out. Yeah.
Shout out to StratCan Media. If you guys want some serious, like, up-to-date cannabis news,
they're on it.
StratCan Media. They are the ones.
You can get them on social media.
They know what's going on. They have it all figured out.
Also not affiliated with them. Just super shout out to those guys.
They are definitely a resource in a lot of our research that we put in for our show. Yeah. And I love that I can go to them, and it's super, like, unbiased, like, perfect news page, as if it would be a regular mainstream media article, but on cannabis.
Yeah, they do a bang up job every week, guys. So go show them a little love. You can read it on social medias, on the interwebs. Anyways, if you didn't catch it last night, they broke a story that in response to concerns, the Manitoba government is expected to extend a rebate on social responsibility fees paid by cannabis stores in 2022.
Okay, so in layman's terms, the stores,
they paid this fee, this social fee, and it's like $18 million that these stores paid in Manitoba alone last year. 18 million.
Yeah, just a tiny little fee. Like, they're going to start paying that back.
That's a lot of money. So
that's crazy.
We're hoping that they're going to start getting like some retroactive payments from January 2022 to start giving the money back. So we'll see where that goes. I'm interested to keep up on that story.
I think that's a huge break for producers
on my
in Manitoba.
So I was excited about that.
So you go, Manitoba. You getting it out there.
You go, guys. We're
go,
proud of
go.
you. All right. Last story of the day. Without regulatory reform, the legal cannabis market may have reached its final phase.
So after a sharp period of growth for the legal cannabis market, the sales are finally starting to level off in Ontario as well as from province to province.
So without regulatory reform, the legal cannabis market may have reached its natural final size, experts are now saying. That legal cannabis, like concrete, pineapples, anything else, must eventually have a more or less stable market.
Which is true.
You know, we got to hit a ceiling. So where is the ceiling and when have we hit it?
So the cannabis industry lawyer, Matt Moorer, says, I think that with no change to regulation, we're probably getting closer in Ontario, probably most of the other provinces as well. So the market is held back by really strict rules. Super strict.
The strictest of time.
On sales and promotion. Actually, I called Health Canada last week. I did. I called Health Canada and I was like, hey, Health Canada, what are the rules on like promotion for cannabis? And she said, you are not allowed, not permitted to promote cannabis or cannabis products in any way in Canada.
Oh, well, that was
what she said. So yeah, unlike alcohol, legal cannabis products are nearly unavailable outside of licensed stores, and you won't see any advertising for them at all. So it's really hard to like drag in a new consumer.
And the people in the industry, they really do rely on, you know, their consumers and word of mouth because it's the best marketing of time. But that's really what they have.
Yeah.
And it can be super hard to launch a new product, educate someone a little bit without stepping over that line, even just a little tippy toe,
or like even just having them find the product for them. Like if you don't have advertising, it's ridiculous. But he continues to say that there's an opportunity that is still untapped. Like you can't buy a cannabis beverage or a cannabis product in a restaurant or a bar.
Yeah, outside the licensed store. Whereas alcohol, you know, we can go to a beer garden. We can go to an event that's serving alcohol in the general public. I'm not talking we took out a special license. But we're going to get there, guys. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. So he continues to say that we do have this opportunity for growth within the industry. Yeah. And not only when it comes to edibles and that people need to concentrate on the edibles, but pre-rolls too. Having safe places for consumption is really needed. So he
kind of like got a little sassy in this part of his interview. Like he was kind of like, if we really do want the industry to sort of succeed, and I know that's not the goal, he says.
Yeah, he straight up says that.
The goal of legalization wasn't to create an industry and make it profitable. But if you do want to see it succeed, I do think you have to change the promotion rules. Change the things they're allowed to say, change how you can advertise while still respecting the core principles, which is public health, keeping children safe, and all of those things.
That's what he said.
Matt.
He was very sassy at the end of that interview. But I liked it because, you know what, he was passionate about it, and that's how he felt. And good for you for saying how you felt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Proud of you, little guy. I think that's all we have for news today, guys.
Look, and we're right on time.
We're just
so good.
Freaking killing it. So let's pop over here. All right, you guys. So we're coming off the ultimate high. I don't know if you knew this, but high tea was
heavenly. If anybody has been to a cannabis event, like anybody watching, you've been to a cannabis event, you kind of know that like, the atmosphere at them is kind of one of a kind. But the fact that we are so blessed to have went to so many cannabis events so far this year, It's crazy.
Every
Like
month.
at least one every single
Every
month. Or
month
sometimes
we've
two.
been
Like
on the go,
Mhm.
and there's been so much exciting things, but also so many exciting things that we haven't went to, just because like stuff is popping off in
Yeah.
cannabis tourism.
and anyways, it's just so great to see. Just like shout out to the universe for like making this shit happen because we've wanted it for a while. So the high tea was so great. It was the beautiful weather.
Yeah,
It
we
was, like, the
hosted it in
nicest day.
Pine Lake. Here's a
Mhm.
little pic of one of the tables. Shout out to
It was like
Fraz.
super Bridgerton vibes.
It was. And that was
Mhm.
the goal, right? Is to show that we can have these like
High society
dignified
events.
events. And that was my favorite part because the venue that we chose, they were a little apprehensive at first.
I loved watching their views change
Yes,
from the beginning.
That's what I was getting
When
into.
I first walked in, okay, so I went to go get the keys for the venue, and I brought my daughter with me because, like, it's not the event yet. It's fine. We're just getting keys. So anyways, I bring her, and, like, they're all like, oh, yeah, super excited about the kid. And then she's, like, starting to ask questions about the event. Oh, so you guys, like, are like a cannabis company? Like all these questions, things that I've explained to her multiple times, but I feel like sometimes you just have to keep explaining until they get it. And you can't even explain it with words. They need to just see and feel the cannabis industry to change their mind. Because when people started showing up and she's like, wow, like we had a lot of industry leaders show up, you know?
I'm so glad you came, Sarah.
And then, yeah, so like,
and by the end of it, she was taking videos on the information so she could share it to her friends.
She wanted us to host more there.
Yes, and they were so happy. And just to watch their faces, like I feel they were expecting like some little grubby people in like black.
The stigma. That's what they saw.
They were looking through a very stigmatized lens at the event and the kind of people that would show up. And then when there was these like continual bomb ass individuals, I said it. They're all bomb ass who showed up. Loved every single one of them.
Yeah.
Unique, amazing, passionate individuals. Every single one of them. And like, their face every time was just like, that's what a cannabis consumer looks like. Like that was the feeling, and I was like, yes, they're regular, beautiful human beings.
And like the effort that we put into the event, she mentioned that to me at the end of it. She's like, the effort that you guys put into absolutely everything, like coming in early to have a candle lit, doing that kind of stuff. She's like, you never see that in other events. Like I love it.
Guys.
And Carrie said to her while we were there, Cannabis for Carrie, she was like, well, the events just keep getting bougier and bougier as the cannabis industry gets their shit together. And I loved it because it's so true. Like we are bougie people, all of us.
We are. And we can have these beautiful events that have that more grassroots home feeling where the industry can get together with their consumer community and not shove marketing down their face, but showcase their products. Have a One Love afternoon. We're creating waves, guys.
Like the Wolf Grinder, man. People loved the Wolf Grinder. I love the Wolf Grinder. And it was so nice to have people sitting and just visiting and just be able to organically pick up the grinder and look at it. Not in a sales setting.
No,
just organically pick
talk
it up
about it
and realize that this is so cool.
The glass bowl.
That like guides the whole like conversation of the table and stuff. Like it's just wild. Like there's so many. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's gonna be so great.
Your lighter fits here.
It's a mini Bic only.
No. Just kidding. But like I would show you the teeth, but I pre-packed it, guys. Yeah. So shout out to them. Let's do a little recap of the tea, and then I'll show you the tea.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got.
Isn't it amazing? Okay, I'm so
Makes
happy.
me so happy.
All right, I got the weed out of the way. So there's your
la.
teepees.
It's actually so funny because way back in the day, I had a very good friend of mine move out of the country, and before he left, he gave me a grinder, and it was my favorite grinder. It's the only grinder I ever really owned that was mine. And then it got stolen, and then I thought I was just never going to get another grinder again, so I just didn't buy one ever. And then because I couldn't find that grinder, I couldn't
Tell me
find
you're
that
stubborn
one.
without telling me you're stubborn.
No, but I
If
wanted
can't
that
have it,
specific
I don't want
grinder.
nothing.
It was so cool. It was that exact
Okay,
grinder.
lucky
And
for
anyways,
her,
these
all
grinders
her
show
friends
up,
have
and I was
grinders.
like, "There's the grinder. Now I know how to make them, or now I know how to get them." Bum, bum, bum. Okay, what else do we got coming up?
Grinder. I'm still not done raving about high tea. Okay. So, Healing House Medicinals, they're an indigenous brand out of Ontario. They sent us tea for the event, you guys.
Mhm.
So you can order their tea. It was delicious.
Yeah.
You did not taste the beebs at all. We also had tea time with Mary and Juana show up.
Yes, that spoiled all of our
They
guests.
spoiled everyone with some extra tea samples. So shout out to both of them.
Manna sugar.
Also, if you guys,
but the teacups Manna made.
if you haven't checked out this, yeah, where's your teacups over there?
Oh, I have to leave the set.
She's leaving. If you guys haven't checked out Manna's sugar though, it's so good. And look at how cute. So everyone who came got to go home with a
The
teacup.
little teacup. Mine, I picked this one because it was Mother's Day and it says Mother on it. These cute little things. She made them with her love in her heart.
It was so heartfelt.
It was so great.
Loved it.
Anyways, we don't have a guest today, so we're kind of just ping-ponging.
Okay, but
It's good,
also circle back. So there was infused honey. It was just
It was the best, yes.
so shout out to Trudeau's.
Mm-hmm.
Fraz rolling papers.
Fraz rolling papers.
Manna.
Okay, so coming up in tourism, we have at the end of the month, May 28th to the 30th in Edmonton, Alberta, we have Grow Up. Grow Up is coming. You guys get your VIP passes so you can come watch us speak about tourism on Sunday.
We're speaking on Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Yeah.
And of course, there's going to be a lot of speakers. Like
so many amazing speakers.
Amazing
Who are you
people.
excited to see? I have a huge lineup, not only of speakers, people going there, but of the speakers who are you excited to see? Too many? Here, do you want me to do a little drum throw?
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Anyways.
There's so many.
Just to name a few.
Yeah.
Wasn't that easier than listening them all off, though?
Oh, so easier. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Anyways, I am also excited to stop by some of the amazing booths because they have some booths set up where you can go and talk to people if you're into the growing scene. Woo. Also a seed exchange if you're pheno hunting. Great time to be there. Bring some seeds, exchange around.
The last time we were at a big event, it was Can Expo.
Yeah, that had
like a setup
honestly,
like this.
I couldn't buy as much as I wanted.
I know because we had a suitcase that was way over.
That was already overflowing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so had we had more room,
right? But when we went to Can Expo on the plane there, we Chantal was always following.
We
always
Chantal
knew her, but like
from Into the Weeds. Yeah.
But I recognized her face. We were in line to get on the plane. I didn't know her husband at that time. So
keep in mind, this is way too early in the morning. We're like,
yeah, this is like 4 a.m. We had left our house at like 2 a.m. to get there. And anyways, right away she smiles, whatever. And then we realized who that was. So we like instantly bonded. Our friends from Alberta.
Yeah,
on the way to the
so
big
cute.
Toronto city.
And like we've known each other for a bit now. We've talked online, had the meetings. But you know, when you get to finally meet the human in the flesh, that's always a trip for me, guys.
And like they were just such great people. It's just like honestly that we were just like made to be friends. Seriously, in so many ways. But we really bonded at Can Expo. So that's something I'm super excited for Grow Up is that High Par Lights is going to be there again.
And I don't have a suitcase, so I can actually just Take a lay home with
So
me.
I'm super excited to see them in their booth because they have really great setup. And so, yeah, if any of you guys aren't following High Par Lights,
Or
go
if
follow
you need
them.
a great 4x4 light for your tent,
Mm-hmm.
just saying, just doing a little shout out. What else is coming up in tourism? Cannabis Wiki is having a conference in London, Ontario, June 14th to 15th.
Yep.
You can find more of that on their means and website.
This next one's quite interesting. Hormones, Cannabis, and the Divine Feminine. This is happening in Calgary. Enjoy a lovely morning of hormones and cannabis discussion featuring holistic health nutritionists.
Hosted
Super
by
exciting. That's a
Bud
Bud Betty.
Betty and the Canna Ladies. Bud Betty helped us put on the high tea. It was a beautiful collab. Her events are always wonderful too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I love that they're always from an education standpoint.
Me too.
Which is great. And then always,
last but not least, you guys know what's coming up.
Camp Canna. Have you heard? Camp Canna.
Alexis will sing to you in the morning if you come to our show.
Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, Camp Canna tickets are up. We still have some sponsors and vendor availability. Not much vendor availability, guys. We are literally so full of vendors.
The vendors are filling up. So if you want in there, get in there.
So if you got something unique, I would love to see it. Get booked in.
Because we like to create a unique shopping experience. Tickets are still on sale. Those are also flying out the door.
Yeah.
So don't sleep on your ticket.
Man, people haven't been sleeping. They've been up. They've been ready. They've been camped out. I cannot believe it. Last year, it was like, maybe 2 tickets by this time last year. Like, it really wasn't anything because nobody knew.
It's so hard to market about it.
It was like a month of us telling people by word of mouth and then being like, who are you guys again? Like at the beginning, that's what it was. So now it's just so nice to walk up to groups of people and have them already talking about Camp Canada and being excited.
It's super exciting. Okay, let's just flip into this commercial because I'm so excited. Attention, Western Canada! Why can't the rest of Canada come? Okay, you're right. Attention, all of Canada! Are you looking for something fun to do this summer? Lunch and Beans is hosting a camp out for the Canada community. Delicious food. Awesome people, and live music, you guys. We have the best Alberta bands lined up for you. High vibe yoga, guided meditation, sound baths, lit nature trails, and so much more. And bring your guitar because obviously we're jamming later. Spaces are limited. Get over to campcanada.ca. I'm not talking walk, I'm talking run! See you there! Okay, we got it. That's all, folks. Are you looking for something fun to do this summer? I love Camp Canada.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's the best time. All right, guys, that's all we got for tourism this week. And we have no guests this week. She had to postpone, so I hope everything is going well with her. And we're sending you lots of love and light.
Mm-hmm. So we have a lot of products in the queue for product reviews, guys. We got a lot of people that have been sending us some stuff to give some reviews, give our opinion. Apparently, people like our opinion, guys. I love it.
Is your opinionated? Look at.
So this is from Canna Scoop.
I'll show you a better picture.
Yeah, we got a picture.
There you go.
Ooh la la.
See how cute it is?
And they have these like cute little designs on them.
Yeah, so they're all
Check that out. I like the colorful things.
And I like that you can switch it around and like scoop. You know what I'm saying?
And like if you wanted to fill a cone, it would be really easy to.
So we might as well roll a little brass paper with our Canna Scoop. But yeah, super love them. Like, I didn't even look at it. Okay. It's a scoop, you guys. But I love it. It's
that
convenient.
You can pinch it together. You can keep the weed in there. You can float from the top. There's so many different ways that you can fill your joint with this. There's like different edges if you want. It gets in the grooves of your grinder.
The corner. Okay, I'm so glad you said that because that was my favorite part, honestly, because this is a brand new buster.
Mm-hmm.
But your girl's buster at home, she's well used.
Yeah.
And you get that cake up and you gotta get the corner.
And it has like these rounded edges. Yes. Which can help you really get in there. You know what I'm saying? Get in there. So yeah, I'd say Canna Scoops like this is a nice little tool. I mean, it's not very big, but just throw one on your rolling tray and
Honestly,
then
it
it's
fits in my
there.
wallet too.
Yeah. In your wallet?
No, I don't keep those kind of things in my wallet. Yes, it does.
I don't even
I
carry a wallet
I
or
also
a
have
purse.
a grinding card. Speaking of that, when we were on a tour last week, one of my favorite tours to date, I think, I got the most pro tip from one of our friends, you guys. Super love seeing her on location out of the blue. Shout out to you, you know you are. But we're talking about the grinder cards because I keep one in my wallet, but honestly, I never use it for a week because let's be honest, guys, it makes a freaking mess, right? All over your stuff. You know what it is super pro star for though? Like 5 stars of proness? Hash. Did you ever think of that?
The grinder cards for hash?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a smart idea, but I don't smoke hash, and neither do you.
I know. Why don't I smoke hash? Because
You don't like grinding it up? That's the reason you don't smoke hash?
No,
It's
not
convenient?
It's not convenience at all. It's because if your girl smokes some hash, she's going for a nap.
Yeah. Well,
Also,
you know what?
look at
I
this
would
little-
smoke some of that Simply Solventless, that green hash. We went on a facility tour at
Yeah.
Simply Solventless, and they had this like
Astrolab.
this cool hash that like was like bright green, like amazingly bright green.
I
I've
wish
never
I
seen it.
remembered what it
I
was.
wish I
now.
took a photo of it. But yeah.
It
That's
was
some hash I would smoke.
It was
I
some
too
amazing.
get sleepy. I don't know what it is.
But
It's just like a body high to me.
Also, I feel like that was a great tip where it fits on your clipper and on your grinder.
Mm-hmm.
But after you use your little card, done, you guys. Day made.
Dun, dun, dun.
Day made. So yeah, check out Cannabis Scoops. You can find them online. Everyone needs one. You're gonna love it. It's just like one of those accessories you didn't know you needed in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And all the cool designs. Do you want to be a skull? Do you want cool rainbows?
And I think that this is something that like people could probably collab with them for.
Yeah.
Like this would be amazing marketing material. Like put your
Have
logo,
your little
on
logo
there.
on there.
Like they have theirs in there, which I think is super cute.
Also,
Don't like my
I
nails
love
this
that
week,
you
guys.
are bougie. You can stack them.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out
So
to
many
Cannabis
guys.
Scoops.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Cannabis
you
Scoops super
guys.
great. We may possibly see them at Camp Canna, you guys. I don't know. It's still kind of up in the air, but I would love to. It's super exciting. Wink, wink, nudge,
Nudge,
nudge.
nudge.
Anyways, next up for our product review. Oh my gosh, Mantra.
We're just reviewing products now?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
That's what we replaced our guest segment with.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I was like, look at us.
Anyway, so Mantra Geeta, love her. Geeta's such a powerful woman, and every single time I'm in her space or in her presence, I feel that power like radiating off of her. So shout out to Geeta. She showed up at our high tea party. She came this time. She actually helped us. She's one of our sponsors to help putting on the event, which is so grateful. I think she had a lovely time. She doesn't actually consume cannabis, which I thought was quite interesting, like to smoke or anything like that, but she makes medicinal or these products, these cannabis products that are in the legal market. Mantra Cannabis. This is a THC extract
With buckhorn.
Mm-hmm. Why are you putting my hand down?
I don't know. Why are you putting your hand down? Anyways. This has
So
been
this
my
called-
nightcap the last couple nights, guys.
This is called Dusk 30, and it is a massage oil. So that's quite interesting, guys. This is a massage oil.
You're massaging it?
That's what it's for.
Oh no.
That's what it is. That's what she told me. What have you been doing with it? Oh dear, guys. Anyways.
Okay, this makes so much more sense now.
What were you doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing at all, you guys.
Obviously,
it says
Jolene was doing some unquestionable things with this oil.
right here
Previous.
on the package, intended for ingestion, and it also says that it's dusk 30. So my little brain put those two together, and I was like, well, I'll just use this for my little nighttime oil drippy drops. So I haven't died yet, you guys. You can ingest it. I don't think you're supposed to rub it on your skin.
That's what she said. It was massage oil.
So that's freaking hilarious.
It would have to be intended for ingestion if you're putting it on your skin.
Well, of course it would.
Nonetheless, I like it. It's not. It doesn't leave this like gross feeling on your skin after.
My good lord, it tastes good to you guys. Don't worry about it. If you get a little in your mouth, it's all good. I really like that the packaging is made from recycled, and so it makes it even look super cuter next to the purple.
Mm-hmm.
That's my jam.
Dun, dun, dun.
Saving the planet, you guys. One package at a time.
Here we
Anyways,
are.
I can't believe I just admitted to the internet that I have been ingesting that, but nonetheless, here we are. Living our best lives, you guys.
Can we light that so that we can like the one time we do product reviews? What is it? Oh, I've just been eating it.
I
It's a
honestly thought
massage.
she talked to you about it.
Yeah, I know.
And, when you ask me to consumer review something, I'm going to, like, take my own little brain and I'm going to go with it. And I'm going to put some thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
Never once crossed my mind. Actually, it did cross my mind.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's our product review for today, guys. That's quite interesting. I think that the real winner today is Cannabis.
Yeah, shout out to Cannabis because
it is blatantly obvious what that is for.
we got education today. So if you're tuning in, not only did you learn that you can
more
rub it
people hopped on just
or
for this
eat
part of the
it.
show.
But that it's an honest review.
It is an honest review.
It is an honest review.
I mean, obviously it has to be ingested. What if it's like during your like demon time? Like, what if that's like when it's on your
Okay,
body?
so this is a good question. Are all oils made equally in cannabis when it comes to getting it around an orifice where it could burn?
I have no idea
Nostrils.
anything
I'm
about
talking about
oils.
your nostril hole. Get your mind out the gutter.
I don't know anything about oils, so I can't comment on that.
Most of them that I've seen on the market are safe. So that is something that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Also, it's probably because when oils first came out on the market, bedtime, morning, your little drippy drops. Are you doing a 1-in-1, a 2-in-1? What's your morning routine with the oils? And so then when I opened it and I got past the child safety lock, I was
You've
like,
seen the massage oil?
where's the dropper? And then I was just like, beep. Back in the throat, my friends.
I mean,
That happened, you guys. Sharing it with you all. We learned together.
this is what happens when you don't talk about it.
Well, I mean, you got the rundown.
Mhm.
I was like, it's oil. I got this. I'm going to eat it.
Okay. Well, here we are without
Gita,
our
if you're
guest.
watching, I apologize.
Yep. So sorry, Gita. Love you long time. We started out so strong with that.
We did. Actually, if you haven't met the creator of Mantra Cannabis, she's going to be on our show coming up in June.
Yeah, and she'll be at Grow Up.
Yeah.
So please go check her out there.
Have a
Chat with her.
conversation with her. Beautiful, beautiful light in the community. Another amazing person at Grow Up. See?
Yeah.
All the great.
There's so many amazing people there.
If you haven't figured it out, guys, we're here every Wednesday now. Just chatting your ear off.
Yeah, obviously this is our first week-to-week episode, and normally we have a guest, and it kind of flows a little bit better. But nonetheless,
We pivot.
we could pivot.
If
We
you
could pivot.
have life things going on, we understand, boots.
If you want your products to be reviewed, we will chat. We will make sure we chat about it before the show.
Yeah. So that one of us isn't ingesting your non-intended to be ingested product.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm super excited for all the things coming up this week. I had something to say, just right out the window.
Anyways, that being said,
Anyways,
should we head into our mindful moment of the day?
I think we should head into our mindful moment of the day. No!
Why?
No!
Oh yeah, we're grinding our beans.
No, we're not grinding our beans.
Oh, we're not
All right, you
grinding.
guys. if you didn't tune in last week, Carrie was here. Love Carrie. Obviously, we've talked about her a million
Oh
times.
my God, Jolene is still on this thing.
Okay,
With the
ready?
teachers?
No, it's not about.
Okay.
I wasn't even
Okay.
gonna bring that up.
Oh yeah, Carrie's challenged.
We
oh
can
yeah.
circle back around to that. Thanks for bringing that up. Okay, first though, Carrie put out a challenge after we uploaded the clip, and I loved it, so I'm challenging each of you. And I'm just going to keep posting it. I want to hear your stories. So,
This
love her
week,
too.
I challenge everyone to find a non-consumer and share a positive story about cannabis and how it's helped you. Bam, bam, bam. You've been challenged, y'all.
And it makes a difference. You may not think it does, but it really does. Look at
The owners of the venue for the high tea.
right?
Yeah.
Or the Kingsway Mall in Edmonton. Bud and Bloom has their gallery there.
Mhm.
And, you know, obviously on the night she wanted somewhere they could consume. There was some pushback with some stigma.
Mhm.
And she just got an email yesterday saying that they're now, after like what the Catalyst Project did with holding space and sharing stories,
Mhm.
they're now treating cannabis on the property just like cigarettes. So just so many feet away from the door. That's a huge win.
That's a huge win.
That's a huge win considering before they didn't even want it on the property.
Mhm.
I've been hearing a lot of great stories. We posted that. There was a really cute one about someone helping their mom with CBD oil, but because of the stigma, they didn't tell them that CBD oil is actually part of cannabis for a long time. So maybe don't lie, but
Mhm.
you know, educate to the point, you guys. We got this. Good morning to. I hope you're having a great day out there, little buddy. Spread some love on the cannabis stories. If you are looking for a great project to support, the Catalyst Gala is looking for a little support to move to its location. So
Mhm.
also exciting.
Yes.
All right. Now, is there anything else, or should we grind our beans?
Let's grind our beans.
Do you really want me to say it? You have
Say
anything
what?
to say?
What are we saying?
You guys, what's the etiquette? Are we giving our teachers?
Oh my God, we're not talking about this. We are not. Jolene has not shut up about this for the last week, ladies and gentlemen.
And so now you get to hear it too.
Oh my God. No, we're sick of talking about it. You
Okay.
can't just give your teacher cannabis products, or you
You
can.
can give them wine.
Decide what you want to do and just do it. Whatever makes
Okay,
you
but what's
happy.
the etiquette here?
What do you mean, what's the etiquette?
Like, do we stalk them a little bit? Are we worried
We
they
don't
might
need
have
to
a
stalk
stigma
them.
towards us after?
I'm
Like,
going to put
where is our
a
anxiety brain
pre-roll
on
in
this?
a bag, and I'm going to say, my kid might be the reason you need to nourish your endocannabinoid system,
Okay.
and give it to them.
Okay. That's beautifully said. But in our case, small town, you know that teacher personally.
I don't care.
She's probably not going to consume it.
Who cares? She could give it to her grandchild, maybe. That does consume it.
Her child. Her grandchildren might be a little young. But the point being, what is the etiquette? I want to
She's
know.
like 68 years old.
So let me know.
Are you telling me she doesn't have any above 8
I'm telling you,
children?
they're.
Grandchildren?
No, she does not.
Oh, really?
No. And
Oh,
she's
that's
not
new.
that old.
Yeah, she is.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. She tells everyone.
Anyways, we're not going to discuss someone's age on the internet.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's a new
No.
world out there.
The point is, I'm curious, guys. What's the etiquette? Do you give cannabis as a teacher gift? Do you not? Is it faux pas? Is it not faux pas? We can give wine. Can we give a doobie?
I don't think that
Do
it
we
would
stalk
be.
them a little bit to know?
I don't think that it would be offensive in any way, especially maybe if you're unsure. Just maybe start with a quick little CBD bath bomb, or like something like that.
That's a good one. As
Or
opposed
like
to a joint.
instead of a like it doesn't have to be a smoking, because you got to remember there's people out there that have never inhaled anything in their lives,
Not one
and
thing.
they're not going to start with cannabis. Promise you that. Like, so if you could just like the beginner, try this CBD bath bomb, try this massage oil, try this,
Oil drop before bed.
try a CBD tea before bed if you're having trouble. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
The
that
CBD
kind of thing.
tea was unreal,
Yeah.
guys.
I think that you can totally. I think that the second that we put limits on who we can or cannot gift cannabis to is like creating a stigma within itself.
I guess. You're right. We're not going to be shy. We're going to be like Carrie said. Why wouldn't you?
Why
guys?
wouldn't you? Yeah.
All right.
So those
Let
are
me
like,
know in the comments though.
Yeah, would you give your kid's teacher a cannabis product as like the end of year gift? Like, you know, when people
See?
are like,
Look.
here's a bottle of
Tim
wine.
says knowing the person is
Knowing the
key.
person is, yeah, I guess. But like,
But
you
you
know,
can't always know your teacher. Like, what if you're in a city and there's like
7 million teachers.
like
you don't know everything.
I can
about them.
confidently say I am never buying alcohol.
I've never bought
I will
alcohol for
never
a
buy
teacher's
alcohol
gift.
for
I've just
a gift.
Always
Never.
stayed away from it.
Because like, you know, I don't believe like, you know, having it be like my kid might be the reason that you drink. I don't think that's a positive thing. I don't think that's a great thing to say.
So then is it positive to say my kid might be the reason you need a toke?
You need to nourish your endocannabinoid system. Yeah, because maybe it's draining being the creative body for a
Oh, it's
student
super
of,
friggin' draining. Shout out to
28
teachers.
children. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's draining. And at the end of the day, you want to just kind of like
Keeping it
reset
positive.
and be positive.
Oh,
and,
man.
And the
Hella Eddies. They
county
should be
office
allowed to eat
is
hella
calling right now.
Eddies. Of course the county office would call it right now, you guys.
During our show.
It's important. All right, let's get positive now. But I'm curious, so please let me know, my little friends. I don't know where our mindful moment is, so we're just gonna flow with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where he went. Bye,
Yeah.
guy. Ah,
Actually, I feel like it's been gone for a while.
yeah, it probably has.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So quote of the day.
Yeah. Quote of the day.
To make a difference in someone's life, you don't have to be brilliant, rich, beautiful, or perfect. You just have to care.
Truly.
That's it.
Indeed.
You just need to be
Simple.
caring. You know, listen, be the ear, shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
You want
It
my
doesn't
opinion or do you want me to listen?
Doesn't cost anything to be kind.
And to support people. Like, people always say, oh, I don't have money to support someone right now. That's okay. We all have our ebbs and flows. It costs nothing to, you know, talk to them, ask them, share, do the
Comment.
things.
Love. Show some love.
Do all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So much positivity. All right, guys. I hope you all have a great week. I can't wait to see you next Wednesday.
Did we even show off our cups?
Okay.
Look.
Because we didn't talk about Carrie enough. Look at what she gave us for Mother's Day.
Aren't these cute?
Dopest mom ever. And the match.
Love from Color Cannabis.
Super cute. So we appreciate each and every one of you.
Yep.
Check out Canna Scoops,
Mhm.
Go Show Mantra, Fresh, Trudeau's, Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many people some love.
Show them
And
all some love.
anyone who sees something cool, show them some love too, guys.
Yeah, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
That's their little passion out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, help us catch an algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you.
And yeah, we'll see you next Wednesday.
You know where to find us.